Just going back doon sa Uniteam, at one point they did say Uniteam pang-election lang yan. There wasn't really that unity between the top two official leaders. Did you expect that it would unfold this way? I mean, at the end of the year, we look back at the Vice President making threats at the first couple, the First Lady, the President, and his cousin, the House Speaker. And she did say, diba, at one point then, it has reached the point of no return, but you also have the President Bongbong Marcos, saying never say never.
Yes and no, Pauline. Dahil from the very start, halimbawa yung first SONA, nakita na natin yung unraveling ng Uniteam. Nung masama ang loob ni former Senior Deputy Speaker Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, nung hindi niya nakuha yung speakership, nung hindi nakuha ni Vice President Sara Duterte yung gusto niya na defense portfolio, at nung nagmumukmok si presidential sister na hindi siya pinapakinggan ng kanyang kapatid, especially on his SONA speech. At just a few months later ay nakita na natin yung almost open break dun sa issue ng tambaluslos. Nung tinanggal si Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo as Senior Deputy Speaker, eventually even as Deputy Speaker, at yung tambaluslos moment, nasabi ko nga nung panahon na yan, will define the next few years going into 2028. The tambaluslos moment was a very defining moment. Doon nagsimula talaga yung very antagonistic divide ng Uniteam. Pero medyo expected dahil from the very start, wala naman talagang solid basis of unity yung Uniteam. There was no vision, there was no platform, there was no principles. Ang sabi nga ni Vice President Sara, ni walang friendship. No, even friendship wala naman talaga. So it was doomed to fragment, to unravel like Humpty Dumpty, which cannot be put together again in spite dun sa mga sinasabi ng ilang political analysts na hindi yan mangyayari. No, as late as January 2024, may narinig ako na at least 3 political analysts na sinasabi na hindi mahahati ang Uniteam. Hindi ko na sasabihin kung sino sila. May some
kasama dyan, Sir Ronald, just to be clear. Hindi
symbiotic
Sabihin
relation,
mo na,
definitely.
tayo lang
Wala
naman dito sa big story.
Si Big R, wala si Richard Hidarendia. Pero yung 3, nagulat ako, no? Na sinabi nila na hindi daw mahati ang Uniteam dahil may symbiotic relationship ang Marcoses and the Dutertes, no? Kaya ayun.
Ronald, do you think it is 2024 is also the year when the Marcos administration clearly defined where it stands in certain issues, like for example the West Philippine Sea, the war on drugs, Pogos, and they are, very, very distant from the stance of the Duterte administration. Is that the reason why this Uniteam or this so-called alliance would never really work? Kasi ibang-iba talaga sila ng paniniwala. Do you think it's because of that?
Partly. Pero sabi ko nga, ang isang basis ng pagkawasak ng Uniteam was that there was never really a real unity. Pero nadagdagan yan dahil sa mga personal differences, personal plans for 2028. Medyo napaaga yung 2028 Dahil yung mga may ambisyon na lumaban dyan ay nagsimula ng magbakbakan as early as 2022. Pero tama ka, Gretchen, maraming issues na talagang napahiwalay sila. West Philippine Sea, confidential fund, nagbakbaka na, although hindi naman binitawan ng gobyerno yung kanilang confidential at saka intelligence fund. At itong resulta ng Quadcom, itong pinagsama-sama, unprecedented na 4 na committees na inimbestigahan yung extrajudicial killings, yung illegal gambling, pogos, at yung mga drug syndicates, money laundering, human trafficking, at yung conclusion nila na sa gitna ng lahat ng ito, nitong criminal syndicate na ito, yung former President Duterte. Medyo unprecedented yan, Sa haba ko sa politika, ngayon ko lang nakita yung ganyang klaseng talagang napaka-antagonistic na bakbakan. Usually naman may bakbakan sa politika natin Pero yung this year, yung ganyang antagonism, ay ngayon ko lang nakita.
May I say something on this? Kasi I remember back in 2021, when some people described the Uniteam as the Unibrats, right? So we're talking about the offspring of 2 former very strong personalities. And there were a lot of questions as to how these 2 offspring of, essentially how are they going to eke it out? I completely agree with Ronald that this was an alliance of inconvenience in many ways. I remember very well, I was at the Comelec during the day when Sara made it final that she's going to run for vice president. And a lot of her supporters were saying, no, they don't believe it. They still want her to run for the presidency. There's always this sense that BBM would not have won the presidency if not for the support of Solid South and the Dutertes. So you could see the seeds of self-destruction there. Having said that, ang problem kasi dito is walang center of gravity, right? The president is not known as a decisive figure, and Sara Duterte has no experience at the national level. So what happened is that other veto players came in. So to a certain degree, you can say Speaker of the House, Martin Romualdez, played an important role in what has been happening, the First Lady. But I think the most important figure is former President Rodrigo Duterte. I think if this were just left to Sara and BBM alone, both of them would have rather not go all-out war. That, BBM will have his 6 years and then transition to Sara Duterte. But the father, Rodrigo Duterte, really made it impossible. I think when he made that speech in January, he really declared war on the Marcoses. And from then on, other veto players came in. The First Lady was very angry about that. And then, of course, the Speaker of the House also made his moves. So the story here is that you have essentially two figures, not very decisive, no center of gravity. So other veto players came in and took advantage of the situation and dictated the terms of what we see now as the unraveling of the unity.
That's
I
interesting.
agree with Richard na politics hates a vacuum. At yung isang dahilan kaya nag-unravel ng mabilis because of that political vacuum. Pero ang tingin ko lang, even pagpalagay mo na wala yung mga mas toxic elements like Digong and probably Speaker Martin Romualdez, eventually it will happen Perhaps not as fast as it did, pero eventually it will happen dahil malinaw naman si Sara ay pro-China. No? And bottom line ay hindi hihiwalay yung fruit from the tree. No? Sara from Digong. At eventually si Marcos, si Bongbong Marcos will not be pro-China. Or hihiwalay siya dun sa napaka-murderous serial killing ng previous government. So eventually, magkakaroon talaga ng problema. Perhaps not as intense, perhaps not as fast, pero eventually it will happen. Dahil medyo fundamental talaga yung difference Nung, anong tawag mo, Christian? Yung mga anak ng mga higante.
Did you call me? Oh my God.
Iba pala si Christian SJ.
Sorry.
You just made it worse. Just kidding. Unibrats.
Unibrats, diba? Yung Unibrats, no? In spite of that, talagang meron silang fundamental differences Diba? Meron talaga silang fundamental differences. It may take longer, less toxic, less intense, but eventually it will happen.